Hello everyone, Tyron here from Type Fitness Solutions. Now today I'm basically going to give you information on 5 reasons why you can't lose fat or may not be losing fat. Okay, now I'm reading off an article that I've written on my website. Okay, feel free to go check that out at www.typefitness.com.au. There's a few other bits of information that you might have a read of, and also information about what we do here, testimonials for injury and fat loss. That other people have had great success with what we have to offer here at Type Fitness Solutions. Okay, now straight into this because I like to keep these videos short. Now I'm going to basically read off this so you can just listen rather than have to sit there and read yourself. Now, number 1, you have food intolerances. Okay, now food intolerances can cause digestive upsets, bloating, diarrhea, and destroying gastrointestinal health and diluting hydrochloric acid, so your digestive enzyme in your stomach, making it harder for the body to digest food and absorb nutrients from your food. The main symptoms of food intolerance are the ability to reduce fat, even though correct diet and nutrition is implemented. Okay, bloating, stomach, and increased fat in the lower abdominal. All right. People can develop food intolerances any number of certain foods. Now, I'm not talking about food allergies here. I'm talking about intolerances. Okay, so nothing that you're specifically allergic to. Okay, but you have intolerance to. Now, the reason this mostly occurs is because when your body is under stress, you will produce cortisol. When you produce cortisol, histamine is raised in the stomach. When histamine is raised in the stomach, now that can be, histamine is actually raised from any sort of prescription drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, any sort of birth control pills, things like that will raise histamine. Histamine raises cortisol again, cortisol raises histamine, so it repeats itself, right? Now, histamine depletes folic acid and vitamin B6, all right, in the stomach, which stops your ability to methylate. Okay, so if you have methylation pathways, you can't process toxins correctly. Okay, now what also happens is the histamine actually puts small tears in the stomach lining. So when you eat food, your body is processing the food through your intestinal tract, through the bowel system. Now, when it gets through the bowel system, food particles are actually digested or pushed back into the bloodstream covered in feces. Okay, now these food proteins, actually your body starts to recognize them as antibodies because feces is a waste product. So the food proteins that are bind to the feces, okay, the feces bound to the food proteins, is actually put back into the bloodstream. Your body recognizes this as an antibody. So whenever you actually start to consume that food again, your body automatically recognizes it as an antibody. It shouldn't be in there, which causes you the symptoms, bloated, holding fat, okay? So there's one thing that you really need to sort of have a look at, okay? Now, haven't tried a new approach is number 2. Okay, many people simply cannot lose weight or reduce body fat because they do the same thing over and over again when it comes to fat loss, exercise, and nutrition. The most common mistake I see people doing is when it comes to fat loss is reducing calories and exercising more. Now, this is only going to be a short-term effect. By reducing calories, you set the body to reduce its metabolic rate, therefore slowing down your metabolism. In long term, your body will go to survival mode and actually start storing fat. Okay? So if you restrict calories, eventually your body will go into survival mode and actually hold more fat than it needs to because you're not giving enough energy into the body. Alright? The key to fat loss and retaining fat loss is when you need to make your metabolic rate high. Okay? And basically eating the foods that you're genetically designed to eat. Okay? So everyone has, related to your cultural background, foods that work better for your genetic system. The next one is lack of sleep. Now, there's a number of ways that lack of sleep can actually affect fat loss and your long-term goals of overall health and getting lean. Now, particular hormones, specific hormones can be controlled by sleep. So you actually affect those abilities to of your body's production of those hormones if you're not getting quality and enough sleep. Now, disruptive or lack of sleep can have a significant effect on weight gain. Extensive research has shown that sleep disturbance can have a significant effect on metabolism of the body. Lack of sleep can cause changes in metabolism, disrupting hormones that control appetite and the way the body burns calories for fuel. Okay? Now, a study done by Charles Poliquin suggests that getting a good night's sleep is key to staying lean and avoiding a thicker midsection. All right? So, and it's true, especially for women. Okay? Now, a study published in the International Journal of Endocrinology in 2010 looked at the relationship between sleep habits and body mass index. The study tracked sleep habits of 3,473 subjects, 1,585 to 1,585, period of 15 years. Okay, so findings suggest that sleep is associated with BMI and other body composition variables, and that the effects of sleep duration are more apparent in women than men. Okay, short sleep duration may be a risk factor of overall abdominal obesity. Okay, so back to that hormone regulation that sleep controls. Okay, sleep deprivation causes insulin resistance, causing weight to be stored around the middle of the body. Try a cup of chamomile tea before bed. It can help relax. Okay, so I've just given a few little tips there in the article on the website if you want to go have a read. Now, number 4, hormonal imbalances. Okay, sometimes the reproductive hormone in our body can get out of balance. Sometimes even due to factors outside of the body. For instance, the range of chemicals that have estrogenic effects on the body in the environmental substances such as plastic, cosmetics, and even our drinking water. Okay. These substances have a potential interference with the balance of hormones within the body. These are called xenoestrogens. All right, so you may have heard of them. They're from pesticides, plastics, metals, everything that you consume day-to-day life, and basically they're unavoidable. Okay, you cannot stop your exposure to xenoestrogens. You can only maximize the ability that you handle them and detoxify them correctly. Okay, that's where it comes back into your methylation process. All right, now. Xenoestrogens are foreign estrogens. They are estrogen mimickers that affect the estrogen in our bodies and can alter hormone activity, both males and females. Alright, using cosmetics, skin lotions, creams, soap, shampoos with parabens, phthalates, and phenylhexanol and benzophenone. Okay, I can't even say these names right. Okay, basically are going to affect your body's hormonal levels and cause you to hold fat. Okay, so a bunch of big name chemicals. Alright, that are affecting your bit. Now, they're in everyday cosmetics. Now, have a look at them. They're on the website. There's also a list there that you can have a look at to search your cosmetic products to see if they contain these items, okay? You want to eliminate them, all right? All right. Now, number 5, attitude, okay? You've got to have the right attitude to lose fat, all right? Setting smaller goals rather than final goals. Basically, what's going to happen if you're not set out ready to make a difference or succeed, you're not going to get anywhere. You need to have that mental outlook that I want this. I'm ready to succeed. Okay? If you have the can-do attitude, everything is possible. Now, if you're going to be negative on yourself, to be blunt, you're basically pissing upstream. Okay? If you're not ready for success, okay, it's not going to happen. Okay? Basically, whether your goals are basically lose 10, 20, 30 kilos, tone up the midsection, lose a bit, get a bit fitter, okay? Set smaller goals rather than larger ones, okay? Set an approach to lose 5 or 6 kilos in 4 weeks. Remember, every journey starts with a footstep, not a jump, okay? After your success with your next step, set another small step, okay? The positive outlook of achieving more smaller goals than setting one that's too high, okay, is going to give you the bad feeling of failure, okay? Have the feeling of success. Set smaller goals, make that goal. Set another goal, make that goal. Always climb the ladder of success with your goals, with your fat loss, nutrition, overall lifestyle practices, okay? Basically, another one is set a goal. Rather than putting so much pressure on yourself to lose fat, just set a goal to be healthier, okay? Set a goal to be healthier, make better choices one step at a time. Take it day by day with your fat loss goals. Take it day by week by your fat loss goals. Eventually, you'll be able to start taking it month by month. Grab that goal by the head, rip it into yourself and say, hey, I'm ready to make a change, all right? I hope this helps you out a lot. Feel free to contact me here at Type Fitness Solutions and have a great day. Stay fit, healthy and strong. Peace out.